All right, hi everybody, welcome to Descry Gaming. I'm here to bring you another campaign, this time Mad Titan Shadow. And yeah, this should be interesting. I got the book right here. I like this campaign a lot. I like it that it's not overly tuned, and I think it has interesting scenarios, not like frustrating like Collector. But yeah, we're gonna rock into Mad Titan Shadow. We are running Nebula, who I don't think we've ever played live on my channel, so she's kind of a new hero that is stepping up to Descry Gaming's channel. Of course, we're running Valkyrie, and that will be a lot of fun because I don't know if people know this, but I do like Valkyrie quite a bit, way before anyone started liking her. So we're going to talk about the decks. We're going to go into deck talk, read the campaign kind of prologue, and then play our scenario 1 of the campaign. So let's jump into it. All right, so here we are. Let's talk about, let's cue the music though. Looking at my music. I got a special track I mixed today, so it's got kind of the theme for Mad Titan Shadow, so I hope you guys like it. Team Mart says, so excited to see some Nebula. Yeah, I know Wanda was prescribed, but I figure, you know, let's do a hero that we haven't really seen on my channel. So I figure let's try Nebula. I like Black Widow. Like, I'm a really big fan of Black Widow, and Nebula sort of has that Black Widow kind of vibe to her, where she wants to be flipping a lot, doing things in alter ego, kind of like Black Widow. So, all right, deck tech, starting with Valk, and I wanted to talk a little bit in depth about this one because I know actually on the Discord, I think Journeyman was saying, what, you know, why run a Valkyrie aggression deck like this? Why not run Thor? So I think Thor and Valkyrie are very similar, but they're two different kind of aggression type heroes, in my opinion. So Valkyrie can deal a lot of damage, focus damage. Her mechanic, really how you want to play her, is to do damage to the villain and then death focus, or what is it called, the glare thing, death glow, sorry. You want to death glow a minion and use an event to then overkill that minion, and then you ready Valkyrie. So she can keep like hammering the villain, overkilling a minion, ready, hammering the villain, overkilling a minion, ready. To me, that's how you want to play her. So unlike Thor, where Thor just wants a whole bunch of minions, and then he wants to do a big lightning bolt to kill all of them, and he wants to do bring it's. Valkyrie doesn't want a huge party. Like, she wants a few minions, but she wants to be killing them like every round, like and doing damage to the villain. So T-Mart says, I love her with leadership so her allies can thwart while she chills in altar. Yeah, I mean, multiplayer, we have Nebula to help us out with thwarting, but I will talk about how she does do thwarting. But yeah, going forward, I think Valkyrie's more of a duelist, and she can do things that Thor can't do. Likewise, Thor can do things that Valkyrie can't do. So I think they all have their strengths and weaknesses. but they're kind of unique when it comes to the aggression archetype. They both can do the dive bomb, which we are doing a variant of a dive bomb Valkyrie here. I think it's your play style, your preference, really. Like if you like having a ton of minions and then AoEing a whole bunch of minions, Thor, and you like to do the bring it more, Thor is your probably your cup of tea. But Valk is a little bit more finesse and more bruiser to the villain and killing minions. They both heroes can kill minions extremely well, but they play slightly different basically. But I think you're gonna see in this playthrough, Valk is really strong. In some areas, even stronger than Thor. So I think they're pretty neck and neck, but they play differently, if that makes any sense. Because I think his question was like, oh, Thor's better. And I disagree. I think they're both good, but they're different the way they go about their strategy and aggression for far as minion control goes. Thor wants a whole bunch of minions just to keep hitting them, and then he does a big AoE. Valkyrie's more precise and wants to be killing stuff almost every round, but she does want minions. So, and she does more damage ratio wise to a villain than Thor can, because like I said, she can attack, put death glow on a minion, have at the overkill, do some damage on the villain, ready, attack again the villain, put death glow on another minion, and overkill again, ready again. So you can see she does a lot more damage than Thor can do. Not saying Thor can't do a lot of damage, he can, but I think she is more consistent with doing like some raw damage to the villain. So let's talk about her deck tech, because I got into a little side quest there. So starting with supports, we got Hall of Heroes, which is so good. I think if you're playing aggression with Valkyrie and Thor, but let's focus on Valkyrie, this card is a game changer for them. They're so good at killing minions. This is so easy to just get a bunch, and they're pulling minions as well. So this is like a must, and in fact, this is probably the best aspect card for them in aggression. It's really good. Synergizes extremely well, almost like it was meant to be in their toolkit. But Bifrost is our support, which will get our 4 Asgard allies. Now, this was another thing in the Discord. People were asking me, isn't Heimdall too expensive for Valk? Well, you want to play Heimdall through Bifrost to decrease his cost, kind of, because if it's in your hand, that's one less card for a resource. When you Bifrost it, you're playing it from Bifrost, so it's a little cheaper per se. But more importantly, you want to be flipping to altar to take advantage of Hall of Heroes and get a bigger hand size. So Heimdall's a great ally to play. Then you know you have intel on what's coming next, and we could do a confuse. Nebula can even stun too in our toolkit. So we might see the 2 encounter cards. We could say, hey, we prefer those to be boosts. We prefer them to be encounter cards coming out. So we can do a stun and a confuse, or just let the boost come out with zeros or whatever. So I think Heimdall is and he's a good thwarter. Like 2 thwart, he can thwart like three times and then either do a big attack or chomp block. So that's 6 thwart, really good. Angela is really cool because we're playing with a Guardian over here who is running nowhere. So when Angela is a Guardian, and so we check this out, you could Bifrost, get Angela, she costs free, comes down, she procs nowhere, so you're playing her for free from Bifrost, and she's drawing you a card if nowhere's out. So I mean, that's super nice. And then of course we got Throg, mainly for that tough to defend, protect us, and Thor. Now Thor's interesting in this deck because what we can do is he can soften up the minions with his 3 attack, and that does 3 attack to all the minions. And what's cool about that is whether I dive bomb or overkill, because I'm running Mark, because he's doing like multiple minions, it really helps kind of soften up the minions so that when we do overkills, they're doing like maximum effect, right? So we can kind of use them as a either a clear or to soften up a whole bunch of minions and then do a bunch of overkill attacks, which we're maximizing that overkill damage. So very good ally. And again, if you're playing Thor, you can't get Thor Odinson ally. So I think again, there's positives and negatives. Yes, I know Thor has his signature ally, which is really good. But I think the Thor ally is really good. So I think it works really nice. They might be saying, why aren't you running Thor Jane Foster? Well, because her proc ability, you have to play from hand. So Bifrost will not proc her ability because it's being played by Bifrost, not from your hand. And that's basically why. And she's more of a damage ally, and we have a lot of damage already. So like, we don't need another high cost damage ally. But not to say she's a good ally, but with Bifrost, not as much because of her ability. We can't proc it. We are running Quinn Carrier again. Our main thing, we're running a Hone Technique dive bomb deck with 2 dive bombs. So Hone Technique is going to boost up our Into the Phrase to 7, 8, 9 damage, and then the dive bombs to 11 and 5. If we have Mark, we can then utilize either. So here's a cool thing, guys. We mark a minion, we dive bomb the minion that's marked, doing 11 overkill on that minion, and then the villain's gonna take 5 more damage. So that's like mega damage right there. So I think marked is a very underlooked card right now in the community. I don't know why. I think it's very, very powerful. It's a 0 cost, and for heroes that, especially if you're doing a Hone Technique, I think it's extremely good. So we're running 3 marks. Now, you could also say, why not run, if you're doing this overkill strategy, why not run follow-throughs as well? That's going to boost your damage and overkill. Yeah, it wouldn't be such a bad idea, but like, you put down Hone Technique, and 1 card instantly is making your attack, your Into the Phrase do 3 more damage. Your dive bombs doing 4 more damage. So like, this 1 card really supercharges you, whereas like follow-throughs are like, you have to put down 3 of them, and they cost 2 each, so that's like 6. And I think they're they feel a little bit slower, and we want to stay at a 40 card hand, and we want allies. We need allies, so it would be a little bit cramped if I'm running also follow-throughs. Honestly, I think Hone Technique is enough. It's kind of like overkill, I think, if you're, not to say you couldn't put follow-throughs in here, but it's just like you're running out of cards, right? I like to be very concise and have 40. So the follow-throughs didn't quite make the cut, but maybe with testing and figuring out what I could subtract, maybe add 1 or 2 follow-throughs, who knows. But yeah, this is where I am with this deck. Now her thwarting is going to be mainly thwarting the main. So Into the Phrase, that's going to do like maybe 7, 8 off the main. And we have in our toolkit Flight of the Valkyrie, and that could be used off side schemes. So we can put that down, wait for a side scheme to come, and then we deal with it. But she's going to be a big help far as, you have 3 Into the Phrase. That's going to be significant to bring down the main threat quite a bit. It's more the side schemes I have to worry about, so that's why I got to put down my Flight of the Valkyries, put them down, and use them when I need to use them on side schemes. And that's pretty much how this Valkyrie deck goes. We are running 1 Moment of Triumph, and that's specifically for just kind of gain our health up a bit. All right, obviously combat training and some martial prowess. But yeah, there's like literally no thwarting. There's no thwarting whatsoever with her. I have no thwart cards. So if I get confused, it really doesn't matter. So that's one nice thing. Like the confused is like whatever, I'm confused, doesn't matter. Okay, so that does it for Valk, and we're gonna move over to Nebula. So we got Nebula and Justice. Now, I believe Nebula works best flipping constantly. I think she wants to be an altar. She wants to use her cybernetic upgrades, and she does better with interfaces. With those upgrades, those techniques basically. And so therefore I feel like Justice is a very strong option for her, because we can run sonic rifles, so we can get those confuses off, and we can run 3 think fasts. Again, that's going to help us get confuses off, so it's going to allow us to constantly flip and not penalize our other teammate here because we're flipping. So I think that's really good. We're running crew quarters. I talked about Nowhere. We're running a Hellcarrier to help with our techniques to put them out. A Mansion, 2 skill investigators, 2 sonics. Now, pulse grenades. I know I don't think you ever see this this played in any content creator's channel. And let me tell you my thinking behind it. Because I think people are sleeping on this. Well, more for Nebula. I think it's a Nebula card, really. So what's nice about this is I could put it down, and Nebula has a thing called Wide Stance, which we're able to look at the next 3 cards, and we can put them in any order and discard 1. So what's nice about that, say we get a really bad combination, we can use Plasma Grenade to get those 2 cards out. Say it's a bad boost ability, or say the villain's confused and stunned, and we're literally getting Shadows of the Past and Under Fire. Well, guess what? We can Plasma Grenade that, and boom, there we go. So it's like pseudo kind of like control hate of the encounter deck, and we can either, say we line up 3 triple boosters. That's doing 6 damage for 2 costs. And we can use this on an OTK. So OTK is when you're about to flip the villain and you're trying to do as much damage as possible in 1 round. So again, this synergizes well for an OTK. And she has the tools to utilize these plasma grenades very, very smartly. So I think she's so far like one of the better heroes in the game to use plasma grenades. And I know there'll be people in my comments probably thinking like, wow, I've never seen someone use plasma grenades. But I'm pretty sure when we're going through this campaign, these are going to come in clutch for us. So I'm predicting that. But I think they work pretty good with Nebula. And it's nice to see cards that people don't use on harder difficulties. So our allies are all Guardians. We got Rocket, Drax, Eros, Quasar, Jack Flag. They're going to be doing a lot of thwarting and blocking for me, and just helping with the threat. We talked about the Think Fastest. One way or another. We're running 2 skill investigators, Under Surveillance, and 2 meditations. Now the meditations can help me get sonic rifles out, my allies out, Hellcarrier, Mansion out. So I have some high cost stuff. So I think that's kind of nice. It kind of helps her build quickly, get Nebula in a good position. So that is the Nebula Justice deck that I put together. Again, it's a 40 card deck. Read the prelogue. Sanctuary. Absolute power is within my grasp. 4 of the 6 Infinity Stones belong to me. What news of the other 2? The Reality Stone remains hidden from us, my Lord Thanos, but the Power Stone has been found on Nowhere. Then take a battalion to Nowhere and bring me the stone. Guardians, this is Cosmo. We are being attacked. Send help. And there's his force, and they're attacking nowhere to get the Power Stone. Alright, so scenario 1, Ebony Maw. The Mad Titan Thanos is on a great quest to collect all 6 Infinity Stones and join them together in the Infinity Gauntlet. If he succeeds, Thanos will have the power to control the universe or destroy it. His fanatical followers, the Black Order, have pledged their lives to the Titan's cause, and they scour the universe for the only 2 stones that the Master still needs to complete the gauntlet: the Power Stone and the Reality Stone. One of those followers, Ebony Maw, has discovered that the Power Stone is being kept in a secure vault on Nowhere. Now, the Black Order sorcerer is leading an army of Thanos in a direct assault on the space station. Cosmo and the rest of Nowhere Corps are doing what they can to defend the station, but they won't last long against Maw without your help. So yeah, Maw has kind of like a spell mechanic, which is really cool. And there's not too much. I've done the setups for this. I put Secure Landing Pad out and Breach shuffled in. So we're ready to go. And let's just do a quick shuffle of the counter deck. Alright. So we're just gonna take a look at Ebony Maw for a sec. So he's a 2/2. He has a star. When Ebony Maw would activate against you, remove an invocation counter from each spell card in play area. Each player discards cards from the top of the counter deck until they discard a spell. That's the one reveal. So basically when he's activating, he is then removing counters off the spells. So let's look at the main before we do. Here's the main. 1A, attack on Nowhere. Ebony Maw leads an assault on Nowhere in order to capture the Power Stone stored within. Power Stone stored within. We flip it over. There's no reveal here. Oh, here's where each player discards cards from the top of the counter deck until a spell environment is discarded and puts it in play in their play area. Shuffle the counter discard pile into the counter deck. So first we do that. So 12 is the cap on there. Starts with 2. We're going to discard for a spell. So yeah, Pacification will drop onto Nebula, and we'll just show you guys. So this is Pacification. Comes in with 3 counters on it. After the last invocation counter is removed from Pacification, discard it. Exhaust each upgrade you control, you are stunned. So Nebula, we'll get that one, and Valkyrie gets a Fireball. So this is the Fireball. Has 4 invocation counters on it. After the last invocation counter is removed from Fireball, discard it, deal 4 damage to your identity. So it's not indirect, it's right to your identity. So that's pretty ruthless. Then we shuffle these back into the counter deck. Alright, so I'm gonna put 3 counters here and 4 counters here. Alright, so then we do the when reveal. Each player discards cards from the top of the counter deck until they discard a spell and put it into your play area. So starting with Nebula, we're discarding another Pacification. So that's gonna kind of waste his Pacification because they're both gonna trigger at the same time. Doing Valkyrie. So this is a new one. This is Rubble Storm. After the last invocation counter is removed from Rubble Storm, discard it. Deal 2 damage to each character you control. So that's Anti-Ally Hate. Comes in with 3. All right, we're ready to go. Let's draw with Nebula. So drawing with Nebula 6. All right, so I'm going to keep one way, keep it double, keep that. We're gonna mulligan this. Like a fly. What the hell? All right, killed it. Definitely gonna mulligan that one, and I think we can mulligan. Think fast. That's fine. We don't have any techniques, so I think we're gonna pass on Gamora. So mulligan 3. All right, pretty nice. We got a meditation too. So, and then 6 for our favorite Valkyrie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So gonna mulligan that. We're gonna keep Hellcarrier, keep this, keep that. We'll mulligan these two. So, all right. Oh, our Deathglow is in our deck. we have to get Deathglow out of here. Okay. My bad. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I took some time to mix some tracks. All right, so Deathglow is basically out of play. So yeah, we'll just keep it out of play. And then this is my hand for Valk. Okay. All right, so let's do this, guys. We're gonna go meditation, Hellcarrier. I'm gonna use Hellcarrier, Cutthroat Ambition. That's gonna trigger cybernetic upgrades, which will draw us 2. I will skill Investigator, and we're gonna flip. So right now I have, oh, one thing I did too, guys, I made my cards on the left a little bit bigger. You can see the box is a little bit bigger. I just did that so you know, if you're watching on your phone, you can see the text a little bit better on the cards to the left. One way or another. One way or another. All right, so we're gonna look through the deck. Which size scheme do we want to? I think the Crisis one is fine. Reveal each player must choose either take 2 damage or place 2 right here. Yeah. Reactor Overload will take. Alright, so that's gonna, let's just talk about that one. Yeah, pretty straightforward. There is some flavor text here that says the Moss troops have stormed Nowhere's engine room and set the station to overload. Alright, so are we taking 2 damage or putting 2 threat on there? With Valkyrie, definitely I'll take the 2. And then I think I will take 2 also with. Actually, I'll put 2 with. I'll put 2 threat on here, so it goes to 5. And this has 4. Secure the landing pad. Okay. Then we draw 3. Okay, I'm gonna play a double plus another card, Rocket Raccoon.
I live for the simple things.
He's gonna throw
Like
for
how much this is
2
gonna hurt.
onto secure the landing pad. I'll throw it for 2, and then we pop it. So there's some flavor text here. It says Cosmo and the Nowhere Corps do their best to prevent more Black Order forces from landing on the station, but they need help. So we do complete it, and it says flip this card over. So we flip it over. Ooh, we get Cosmo. First player gains control of Cosmo. Cosmo does not count against the ally limit. When Cosmo leaves play, remove him from the game. So he's a 2/2. So he goes to player 1, which is Nebula. And we will use Cosmo. Wait. Or maybe I do not want to use Cosmo. Skilled Investigator. Get another card. Let's. Do we want to put a grenade out or get arrows out as just like a chump blocker? We could hold Think Fast for next turn. Or actually, we're gonna throw for 2. Bring this down to 3. Because then my Cutthroat will take that off. Yeah. Let's pay 2 resources, and we put out a Pulse Grenade. Hold Think Fast, and then we'll go to Brewhindle. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 for our Hellcarrier. And then we're gonna go a double. Play that. And we'll flip over and do 2 damage to Ebony Maw. And I guess we will. Do we want to hold on to Flight of the Valkyrie? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just chill. Okay. All right, that's it. We're gonna ready up. So I'm piercing an overkill right now. Or maybe I want to play instead of the. I think we need a chump blocker. So we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna switch over the Pulse Grenade and play Eros. What we're gonna do with Eros is we're gonna just swing attack for 1. All right. Yeah, I think that's the better thing to do. Okay. So drawing up to 5. All right, got a lot of Think Fast. Okay. All right, goes up to 4. It's gonna activate on Nebula. I'm gonna block with Eros. Eros will take it. Die. These counters go 1 off. Oh, they go before the actual attack. Okay, then he'll attack Valkyrie. Counters go down. I'll take it undefended. I'm at 10. Whew. 5, go down to 5. Alright. That was a lot.
No, that's a lot of damage.
So we get this card, which is called Restrain. Attach to the friendly character with the highest attack and exhaust it. So that's gonna go on to Cosmo. Yeah. And Cosmo's exhausted. Okay. So we get a Black Order infantry, has guard. Give the villain a tough status card when you defeat it. Alright, so it's gonna go Combat Protocols. So Force Response, this is Nebula's special after your turn begins. So it has to be your turn, which it's not right currently, but then her techniques would proc off. So Valkyrie's turn now. We're gonna use Hellcarrier to play our sword. And I'm gonna go 2 resources, visit Valhalla. Or Valhalla. And then we're gonna pay a resource, Deathglow. That's gonna attach onto Black Order. I will swing and knock Black Order out. I will visit Valhalla. I draw this card. And I heal 1. And are ready. I am going to flip and heal. Go to 10. I will stay and alter. Pass the Nebula, Combat Protocols. Cutthroat is going to knock off Reactor Overload. Skill Investigator. Okay, Quasar. Nebula is a fun hero. I think Val could be rough for this campaign because it doesn't have that many minions. But she can recur minions back though, so... yeah, I guess we'll put these up here so we have more space. Oh yeah, Cosmo would be... So Cosmo's going to go in the middle, guys, but he represents whoever has the player 1 token. Right now, he's exhausted because of the restraint. Alright, I'm going to use... I'm going to pay a resource. Think fast. That does 1 damage, and I put a confuse on the villain. I will then go to altar. Use Hellcarrier. Weapon Master. That's gonna proc cybernetic upgrades. Draw 2. We're going to meditation to bring out Quasar. Bring this down to 1 or 3. And then we're gonna pay 3 more resources. Drax. Alright, so we got a lot of allies out. Rocket's gonna Thor for 2, Quasar's gonna Thor for 1. So we bring it down to 0. I am going to attack with Drax for 3. Start doing some damage. And that will be it. Oh no, yeah, the dog. Cosmo's exhausted. Okay. Yeah, so Aragon is definitely super important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get down. Oh, we got rigs. Nice. Okay. Yay, nowhere. And our ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But we had no techniques. That kind of sucks. Okay. Goes up by 2. Tries to scheme on Valk. Fuse comes off. Will scheme on Nebula. Counters come down to 1/1 on pacification. Here's the scheme. So schemes for 3. Goes to 5. 12 is the cap. And we go 1 + 1. Advance. We'll bring the counters down on the spells. So 4 goes to 9. Rubble Storm. We saw that one. That's the one that does 2 damage to everything in your area. Surges into Landing Craft. Discard cards from the top lane counter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the player to defeat the scheme. So it's a win defeat effect. Alright, so only has 4 on it. Valk won't mind that. So we pass it to Nebula. We're going to go a double. Hell Carrier plus Hell Carrier over here for Mansion. Use Mansion, draw a card. We'll pay 2 resources to put our ship down. We'll go to hero. I will Thort for 2. And then I will Rocket Raccoon, Thor for 2 to take Landing Craft out. So we have to discard for a minion. Rocket leaves. Shadow's gone. We get... when we killed... He should have a tough because we killed the guard, so... Forgot to do that. Alright, so yeah, Blackguard comes out. Skilled Investigator. Skilled Investigator. So we get a technique, but I'm gonna play a double to play Nowhere. We're gonna bring Nowhere down. Oh wait, I can... Hold on. I can use my ship and then I can hold on to a sonic rifle. Okay. So Brady Hall says, finally beat all the campaigns in expert mode two-handed now. I might try to beat them expert too before the new expansion comes out. Wow, you've done every campaign on expert. That's pretty good, man. My advice though, like expert 2 is gonna supercharge like Venom Goblin, Magneto. It's gonna be extremely hard, even for Doctor Strange or whatever S tier hero you want to throw at that. But Yeah, I mean, not saying it's not possible, but I think beating expert is, especially expert campaign rules. I mean, if you've done Galaxy's Most Wanted on expert rules, that's pretty good, man. That is like a really good achievement. All right, so we're gonna hold on to rifle for next round. We've got Drax can attack minions. Let's do. She can wipe him out with Declo. All right, so Thort for 2 with both of them. And that will be it. Now we have nowhere out now. So we're gonna play double. Yeah, let's keep our things up here. Annabelle Riggs. We're going to exhaust her to look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she did not get a Valkyrie card. Oh, Rubble Storm is gonna kick off. That was not a good idea. She's just gonna end up dying. Yeah. Whoops. All right, so let's pay 2 resources. Aragon. Go to 14. All right, so now we have Ariel, which is really important. I'm gonna pay 1 resource to Deathglow. We're gonna knock off the guard. You ready? Valhalla. We get into the fray. We heal 1. Our cap right now is 16. All right, I was kind of dumb to play Annabelle Riggs though, because I forgot Rubble Storm, but I already did it. Let's take Tough off, and we'll hold on to Into the Fray. And I'm kind of sad about the Annabelle Riggs thing. Okay, so I'm just looking at everything, so let's go. Okay. So Britty Hell says, thanks, watching your games help improve my game and learn. Yeah, I'm going to try Expert 2 with Spider-Ham and Ironheart because I think those are my 2 best heroes. Man, I would love to see you play that game. If you upload it on YouTube, that would be really cool. I mean, because there's no one that I know of is even attempting Expert 2 campaigns. I mean, maybe Red Skull, but not the other campaigns. Okay, guys. Hopefully he doesn't get an advance. He is going to be proccing some of our stuff. So the upgrades are exhausted, not the supports, which we have 3 supports. So that's 4 supports. So that's pretty good. Pacification's not doing too much. And then we've got just seeing what we have. All right, so it's at 7. It's gonna go to 9. He will attack Nebula. Pacifications proc. Exhaust each upgrade you control, you're stunned. So I get a stun. And exhausting upgrades. So here we go. So these are gone. We'll block with Quasar. All right, Quasar goes. All right, and then Rubble Storm's gonna do 2 damage to Valkyrie, kill Annabelle Riggs. And yeah, I'll just take it. So 4. All right, and then we get encounter card, encounter card, Fireball. Oof. It's pretty nasty because she doesn't have a lot of HP, so we'll have to be mindful of that. Surges into Blood Despair. Each minion engaged with the player activates against that player. Each player who is not engaged with the minion searches counter deck, discard power for a Black Order minion. Puts it into play engaged with them, so not revealed. We're gonna check the discard pile for a minion. The Black Order, the 2 ones are the best ones to put in. Yeah, and there should be 1 more. So yeah, we'll put that one in and then check the encounter deck for the other one. All right, so that will be put in as well. All right, next card, Manipulation. All right, so that's a new one that we haven't seen. This one is after the last invocation counter is removed from Manipulation, discard it. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. You are confused. It comes with 2 on it. And surges into Cut Off Guard. And that kind of sucks because all my stuff is pretty good. I don't really want to lose. I guess it's the Martial Prowess. That's going to be going, unfortunately. All right, flips to Valkyrie. So we want to get Hall of Heroes down. So 1 resource, 2 resources, Hall of Heroes. Then we're going to pay a resource. Put Death Glow. We're gonna smack the Outrider, which will kill. And we're gonna use the wheel guys to track my counters on Hall of Heroes, because we're gonna get a lot of kills. So we get 1. All right, which will exhaust Valhalla. Put a 10. Draw a card, and it's our home technique. I'm going to... Unfortunately, I can't do the fray here. Alright, we're going to pay a resource to Death Glow that guy. And we're readied after we did that. And we'll kill and Moment of Triumph. So we're healing 2 more. We're doing 4. Are we ready? We get another counter. I will swing for 3. Do you play Nebula in any other aspect? I always gravitate towards Justice when I play her. I haven't played Nebula a lot, so I'm not sure about the other aspects, but like I said, I think she's a flipper, which Justice has the tools to flip a lot. We're going to keep on to Hone Technique. And I'm at 12. I guess we'll stay. And so we have a van. All right, so combat protocols. We'll get off my stun with Weapon Master. We will draw a card with Mansion. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Sonic Rifle. Oh, actually comes with 2 counters. Okay. Sonic Rifle. We're going to put a Confuse on the villain. I am going to Thwart for 2 and Thwart for 1 more with Drax. So thwarting for 3 moves down to 6. And I will flip to alter. I will then pay a resource. Evasive Maneuver, which will trigger cybernetic upgrades. Get 2 more cards. We will do 2 cards, 2 resources to put under surveillance. Yeah, that's gonna go down. And I guess we'll hold on to crew quarters. And that will be it. Okay, Drax will do a chump block for us. Alright, so we deck out. Extra encounter card. We gotta shuffle. Maurice. Hey, Maurice. Absolutely. Aggression is their strongest aspect, but I've seen some creative protection leadership builds. Alright, how many cards did we take, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Gamora. Very nice. I like it. Okay, we are ready to lock and load here. So, acceleration goes to 8. Come at me, bro. A fireball procs off. So he goes, whoops, he goes full Dragon Ball Z on me here. I'm taking 4. Lock with Drax. Here is the boost card. And Drax takes it. Dies. Confuse comes off, and then we go encounter phase, revealing 3 encounter cards. All right, so new card we haven't seen. This is called Agent of Thanos. We're in hero, deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell environment in your play area. Okay, my guy is very big. He's supposed to be smaller. Yeah, it's only doing 1 damage, so that is a joke. All right, we get another new card here. So this is remove 1 invocation counter from each spell environment in your play area. If you have no spell environments in your play area, discard until you get a spell. We have 2, so channeling trance is gonna make 1 less on each. So Rubble Storm is about to explode. And then we get Reactor Overload. So we taking damage or putting 2 on. I think we'll just put a bunch on. Wait, what do I? Actually, he doesn't really have damage. So Valkyrie will take 2. And we'll put some stuff on here. 5, yeah. From Nebula. Okay, goes to Nebula. All right, we're gonna use Nebula's ship to play Unyielding Persistence. That's going to give us +1 Thor, +1 attack, and gain Stalwart. So that's pretty nice. Cybernetic upgrades. Draw 2. We get a meditation. Let's exhaust. Rubble Storm is going to proc, so Gamora's going to. I wonder if we even play Gamora. Probably not. Let's put a skilled investigator on over on Valk's side, and I guess we use Mansion to draw another card. Oh wow! All right, we're gonna go combat ready. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a technique. So this is our deck, and we're discarding a lot. Okay, we get a wide stance that comes into play. And that's gonna prevent wide stance. It's going to prevent 1 damage from an attack. And do another thing. So I think we're going to chuck our Sonic to put down crew quarters. We're going to use crew quarters on ourselves. Go to 9. And then I guess we're gonna go meditation, exhaust, Gamora.
I want to run in there right now and do some serious damage, Peter.
We can give ourselves a tough. We can stun or confuse the enemy. I think we'll stun. Yeah, we'll do a stun. She's gonna trigger nowhere. And I draw a card. Alright, we're gonna flip. I'm gonna then use a resource to put down a Weapon Master and Hell Carrier for another Weapon Master. So we are decked out with lots of Nebula stuff. Brady Hall, are you running Vivian for Thanos and Loki matchup for this campaign? Yeah, we can put Vivian in. I didn't read anything in the campaign booklet where you can't Unless I'm wrong, if you could fill me in, but I didn't see anything where it says you can't change stuff within your aspect. Yeah, definitely run. Well, Vivian doesn't work on the Thanos' gauntlet because it has a keyword permanent. Based on the new rulings, you're not allowed to blank out permanent cards. At least that's what I've been told by the rule people. So Vivian can't blank out the Infinity Gauntlet. Alright, so Gamora is just gonna chill, guys, because we have a Rubble. No, actually the Rubble Storm, he's stunned. So we don't, so we will use her. Let's see. What are we doing with Valk? Okay, we can get. That's kind of a weird turn with Valk. Yeah, I guess we Thor for 2, bring this down to 3. And pass it to Valkyrie. Alright, so this is the dealio. We're going to pay 2 resources, 2 geniuses, plus another resource for Hone Technique. So we get that down. We paid the 2 geniuses. We're going to use Hellcarrier to put down Bifrost. So now we're kind of in a really good position to start whacking him. She's a 3 thwart, but actually she loses it. So I think we'll just go for 1 here. Just bring this down to 2. Unless, do I have? No, I don't have the 3 thwart thing. So I retaliate. Okay, that's. Oh, I'm at. No, we want to go to altar. All right, so we're gonna put back to 3, and we're gonna exhaust to heal. Go to 9. Because we're gonna Sonic Rifle, play action that. So she doesn't work with Thanos, but she works for Loki, or did they change it to where she doesn't work for both? Yeah, she doesn't. She's not supposed to work any longer against the Infinity Gauntlet. So that includes any villain that rocks the Infinity Gauntlet. Unfortunately. All right. Alright, so ready to rock and roll. Would have been nice to get a 3rd counter on Hall of Heroes, but it is what it is. So let's start her off. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cannot attack Nebula and confuse on Valkyrie. Counter phase, and we deck out the encounter deck, +1 acceleration. Alright, we get Gang Up, Surge. Oh no, no, that is gonna proc. So Rubble Storm is gonna take care of Gamora. I deal 2 damage. I am going to have Stalwart. I retaliate. I have Wide Stance, so I'm taking less damage. Yeah, let's defend. So Wide Stance is preventing one. Discard one card at random from your hand. Oh, I didn't draw my hand size. So I do 2 retaliate. I gotta draw my hand size, which is 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's shuffle, and then we have to discard one of these. Cutthroat goes away. All right. The Black Order. So this is Deskar is gonna help Nebula get revenge on her father. Yeah. So this one's cool. This one is the Black Order. Thanos recruited the most dangerous mercenaries in the galaxy from the Black Order. While a Black Order minion is in play, threat cannot be removed from this side scheme. So that has a hazard. It has 4 on it. Alright, passes it to Valkyrie. And I forgot to draw her hand size. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do we want to Bifrost here? Let's see. Let's Bifrost. Bifrost. We're just gonna check to see if we have an ally. We don't. So we do have a die bomb coming up, and we can die bomb. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna use crew quarters to go to 10. Flip. Chooser of the Slain. Chooser of the Slain. We're gonna bring out an Outrider. We draw 2. Oh wow. We're gonna use a Power Aggression to play our combat. So we're looking pretty good. We'll play Marked. I'm going to attack Ebony Maw for 4. And then we'll go Power of Aggression. Plus 3rd. Into the fray. So we pumped that up with a Genius with Power Aggression. So it's doing 7, 8, 9. Minus 2, 8, 7, 7 overkill. So down to 14. That's gonna trigger. Oops, it's gonna trigger Valhalla. Did we deathglowed it, right guys? Or did I forget? No, sorry guys. Hellcarrier to play, or pay a resource to put Deathglow. I forgot to Deathglow. So Deathglow was on it, procs it, which will ready me. I heal. I drew into the spear. I will get a counter. I will use Hellcarrier to play my spear. I don't. The spear is kind of useless, but if we get caught off guard, we can target it. So it's just for that purpose, kind of. So now we will just attack him again for 4. Yeah, that's true. Gaming. Okay. I am going to flip to altar. Oh no, I started an altar, sorry. Yeah, I gotta stay in hero. And next turn I can flip. Okay. So, combat protocols will trigger. We can do whatever sequence we want to do. So I guess we'll start with wide stance. Wide stance. Wide stance. Wide stance. Okay, just wanted the card to come up so you guys can see what the card's doing. So look at the top 3 cards of the counter deck, discard 1, and put the other back in any order. So we look at the next 3, and we got... Alright, so yeah, and we don't have a grenade, so yeah, let's chuck under fire. And these are the next. Give the villain a tough status card, which isn't too bad. And then we're gonna proc off 2 weapon masters, which do 4 damage each. So he's down to 2. And then we gain a tough from Unwielding Persistence. And then we can either do a stun or confuse with evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvering. Evasive maneuvering. That one's going to put a stun. And I will mansion myself. And I'll do 1, 2, 3. Quasar, which will nowhere me. He does 1 off here, 1 off there. So we'll go 2 resources. Eros. We'll use Eros and Quasar to thwart for 3. Each take a damage from consequential to get Black Order off. That will trigger Skilled Investigator. And we'll trigger that over here for Regular Habit. Okay. I'm gonna then... Oh shoot, think fast. I can't... I can't utilize... because I have a tough... Oh. So it's going up to 13. What we'll do is this. We'll, instead of using the ship, we'll chuck... Oh no, we couldn't have done that because we drew into one way or the other. Okay, no, I'm just... I don't think I want to pull another side scheme right now. I really wanted... The tough is kind of... I mean, hitting the fireball with the tough is not bad, but... yeah, I guess we chuck Think Fast and hold on to one way or another, and that will be it. We're gonna deck out. Mission counter card. But now Bifrost will be helpful. We have no techniques, but we're in a good position. We have pretty good control right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we can do some serious damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we deck out with Nebula, we're gonna extra counter card. So he's gonna get some tempo here. I did aggressively go through my deck with that one card, so it's kind of my fault. Alright, goes to 13. Can't attack Valkyrie, stun. Will attack me, I have a tough. Bring it. My fireball. Oof. So maybe I want the tough to get eaten by the fireball. Yeah, because that's like 4 damage. Block with Heroes. Alright, so Heroes goes. Then we go in counter phase. I'd say Nebula and Drox are my favorite Guardian heroes to play. They're both a lot of fun. Black Order Infantry, Assault. So who wants to take it? You know what? Let's do this. Block with Quasar, which is gonna proc off the fireball, because now I'm the target, which will take my tough off. And then, yeah, so Quasar's gone. But that's what they're kind of meant for. Jump block me. Black Order Infantry and Agent of Thanos, which is going to gain Surge because there's nothing. So we got Rubble Storm and a Super Giant, which we're going to defend because it has Quick Strike. It would stun me if it does damage. Okay, Nebula's turn. Alright, so we're gonna go Nebula's ship, play Cutthroat. I'm gonna spend one way. Lethal Intent. Trigger Cutthroat to proc off Overload. And Skilled Investigator. Both gonna proc. Right, I will Helicarrier, think fast, take a damage, and confuse the villain. I will flip to alter. Use Crew Quarters to heal. I will then do a double. White stance, and we draw 2 and pay another resource to play Unyielding. Okay, so yeah, we're draw Mansion, a card for Valkyrie, and Valkyrie's turn. Chooser of the Slain.
He's mine.
I'm gonna bring out Outrider. Draw 2. Okay. So I think Val could probably maybe kill. Maybe kill here. I have a lot of good options. I could Biofrost, get Thor out. Or I can get Throg out. Yeah. Bifrost. Okay, 1 resource. 2 resources. We're gonna bring out Throg. 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 Alright. Doesn't want to come out of my image deck. Okay. So he comes in with the tough. And we are going to set up for some stuff here. So first, let's... Oh. Nowhere triggers. Draws me a card. Okay. So, I'm going to pay a resource. I'm at 11. Pay a resource. Deathglow. Let's do a double genius. Resource. Actually, let's target onto the Black Order. But we're going to... Wait a sec. So I've got enough to do Into the Fray. But I have a guard in front of me, which is annoying. So I can save Into the Fray. We'll save it. But we'll put Deathglow on him. Wait. We have 4. We don't have to... We could Deathglow him. Okay. So we kill him. We're exhausted. Villain gets a tough. Throg will take tough off. Then we're going to go... Yeah. This plus this. Into the Fray. On this 2 damage minion guy. So it's doing 789 minus 287. So I kill him. I ready Valhalla, draw a card, gain a health, counter. Actually, 2 counters. Removing 7. So goes to 6.
Wow.
And we're ready. And then I could do a dive bomb to knock these guys out. So we'll Alright, we're going to pay a resource to put... Oh, he's at 2 health. Ooh. Oh, maybe we don't... Don't necessarily want to kill him, right? Sounds kind of weird. So let's do this then. We don't want to kill him. Let's do 4 resources. Dive bomb. We're gonna target this guy first. Wait, no, it doesn't matter. Target this guy first. Kills. Gets a tough, and then 5 damage to everything. Kills. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. Oh. Then the tough gets eaten by 5 damage. And I'll just store it for 1. I want to do an OTK on him. That's another 2 more counters. It would be nice to flip, but yeah, the main's a little bit too high, so okay. We're getting there. Okay, let me discard a card. Right, goes 6, 7, 8, 3. Confused. I have just, oh yeah, I have to draw my hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have to discard 1 random card. Double. And I'm confused. Not that it matters. Block with Throg. Whoops. Yep. Throg's gone. Okay. Counter card, counter card. We remove 1 spell counter. Advance. Go. That's gonna be 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7. What's probably this is easier. Just go to 12. Okay, there we go. All right, goes to Valkyrie. All right, so I'm gonna go a double to play my Fly the Valkyr. We're gonna go Bifrost to bring out Thor. Thor Odinson. Thor Odinson. Thor Odinson. Thor Odinson. Okay, I gotta check my image deck because none of my cards are coming out when I'm saying them. All right, we paid up. He comes out with a tough. He's not a guardian. I am going to flip and exhaust to heal. Go to my cap. I guess we'll do Hall of Heroes. Hall of Heroes. Just because the game's going to be over. And then we can keep the cards that we want. Okay. Let's use crew quarters. Go to 8 for Nebula. We're gonna go Hellcarrier, Weapon Master. Draw 2 more cards. Okay, let's go a double plus ship or Hellcarrier. Rocket Raccoon.
I live for the simple
Trigger
things.
nowhere.
Like how much this is gonna hurt.
Mansion. Meditation. Yeah, Drax comes out. One resource. wide stance. So I got 2 wide stances. All right, so we're gonna let's check our discard pile because we do have a combat ready here. Okay. Combat ready. Discard for a technique. I'm not playing any of the grenades. Okay, we get a cutthroat. Alright, so we have 2 of those. Alright, I guess we go to hero. And we'll be doing a lot of damage. I'm going to use my ship plus power lethal intent, which will we could trigger 2 of my stances. I could get a wait. Yeah, I could get a tough and cutthroat ambition. Remove 3. So it's at 9. We can Thor for 3 with Drax and Rocket Raccoon.
I live for the simple things. Like how much this is gonna hurt.
Wonder. And I'm exhausted because I've meditated. I mean, I could also not get a tough and remove 3 more. I think, yeah, we'll remove 3 more. So, okay. So we have blockers. That'll be it. I'm gonna go for the kill next turn. See if we can do this. I'm gonna keep onto this card, and yeah, I guess we'll keep onto that card too. All right, Nebula will be decking out. Extra encounter card. Oh, you should be at 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's my cards for her, and then drawing 6. Or up to 6 over here. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go to 6. Schemes, no spells. 4. Rubblestorm loses 1. He will attack. We'll block with Thor. And the tuft comes off. Counter card and counter card. Exhaustion. Pacification. Master plan. Alright, discard for a side scheme. We'll just add the threat on here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Security breach. That's the campaign one. 4, 5, 6. An outrider. I have to discard a random card. Just Sonic Rifle. Okay. So, combat protocols is gonna trigger. So cutthroat ambitions will, they give me piercing and overkill. But I want to use the minions to my advantage. Piercing and overkill. Okay, so White Stance or Weapon Master is gonna proc, deal 4 damage. We flip Ebony Maw. He has 46, and each player discards cards from the top of the counter deck until they discard a spell and put that into the play area. So starting with Nebula, we're discarding. Get a pacification, and then a manipulation. Okay, that is it. I am going to remove 6 with cutthroats off here. And this is victory, goes away. Oh, we were supposed to put a card under this when it came out. It doesn't matter because I got rid of it, so we would have got our cards back anyways. Skill Investigator. And we get a tough. Unyielding Persistence. And then Wide Stance is going to trigger twice. Wide Stance. Now, guess we'll say. Wait. I guess Fireball. Let's see my cards. Do I have a grenade? No. Okay. And then I'll trigger again. And I will just get rid of that. And these are the 2 cards left. Advance and that. Okay, there goes all my upgrades. So actually I can't do too much here with Nebula. Alright, Nebula ship. Alright, let's just try to go for the kill. So 2 Drax, 3 Rocket will. I want to use that to my advantage. We'll just do 1. We'll flip. Crew quarters to go to 9. Pay a resource. And combat. We get 2. Pay a double. Oh, actually, we'll overpay with the genius. Or no, it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, we're not gonna trigger nowhere. Oh wait, we know what the next 2 are. Okay, actually, yeah, Angela's a dud. Yeah, I guess we will trigger nowhere. Draw a card. Yeah, I will do 2, or I do 1 with him on the villain. I'm 39. Can Angela do 39? I think we can. All right, mansion. All right, Hall of Heroes. 3. It's gonna be close. All right, we're exhausted too. Okay, flip over. Use Helicarrier to put Deathglow. Okay. Let's attach a mark and I'm gonna pay for this. Oh, we gotta get rid of. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna attach that yet. I got a plan. So 1 resource, 2 resources, 3. Have at thee. So that's gonna whack this guy, do 5. Get a counter, Valhalla. It's gonna ready me. Flight of the Valkyr. Move 5 here. Okay, then we're going to Chooser of the Slain.
He's mine.
Bring this back, draw 2. And we deck out. Extra encounter card. All right, I'm gonna swing for 4. Bring down to 30. We could get Heimdall out, but that costs a lot. But then we're not killing him this turn. So have at the into the fray. I think we want to just Heimdall. Okay, Helicarrier to attach Deathglow. Attach Mark. Alright. Bifrost. 1, 2. 3. Oh, I'm going to be short to do have at the, I think. Damn it. I am short. Okay, so we're gonna take Eros is gonna throw 2 on here, so that when I did, we're gonna put 1 damage back on the villain. He's gonna do a thwart, so when I did my Flight of the Valkyr, This would have came off. Skill investigator. Oh, we get the dive bomb. Okay, that actually changes things. So we don't really have to Bifrost. I think we got the kill shot because if we dive bomb this dude, it's doing like, yeah, it's doing a lot. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do dive bomb, I can then. I'm 1 resource shy to do a have at the. All right, but I'd be doing 11 with overkill, and then 5 more. So that's 9. 14 damage to him. Yeah, it doesn't quite kill him. I'm a little bit shy. Okay, so then we're gonna go with the original plan. So 1, 2, 3. Into the fray. So doing 9, which will give me a counter. Does 7. 24. You ready? And that's gonna remove 7 off the main.
Wow.
Okay, that was interesting. So I think we'll just, since we can't kill him, we'll pay 3 to bring our Queen Carrier down. Thought we might have been able to do it, but let's move our stuff around here. All right, he's definitely dead next turn, like for sure. That's not even up for debate, really. And I guess we'll chuck these, chuck jet flag and keep these 2. And oh, Valkyrie will hit for 4. Go to 20. All right, that'll be it. Yeah, I thought I didn't quite have that awesome combo that I was talking about, but I mean, I'm in a good position here. Or actually, my allies are gonna get wiped out. That's unfortunate. Oh no, I'm in altar. Oh yeah. They are going to get wiped out. Okay. All right, let's draw our hand sizes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, not a super exciting hand. So Nebula is probably going to be the assassin. Draws up to 6. Yeah, lethal intent should get me there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So goes to 6. He's gonna scheme. Rubble Storm will knock out my allies and take my tough off.
Wow.
Pacification comes 1 off. We deck out. Acceleration goes to +2. This is gonna be scheme for 0. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Now we go and attack on Valkyrie. Just block with Thor. It's fine. Thor will take it. Go. Counter card and counter card. Caught off guard. We'll just skill investigator will go. We remove 1 channeling trance. We are confused already, but we lose 1 random card. Strengthen. Shadow of the Past. Okay, so Valkyrie, Shadow of the Past.
Game over. Shadows of the Past. Who called this?
Little too late.
Who called this? It could have been Shadows of the Past.
4.
You jinxed me, bro.
Seduce goes on me. So yeah, I'm kind of shut down, but Nebula will win the game for us. She has to just do 20. All right, goes to Valkyrie. I'm gonna Bifrost. We're gonna grab Hemdell.
I am bound by honor to our king.
Gonna pay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll swing down to 17. And I will just, we're just gonna end the game here. So pass to Nebula. Could I get rid of this from spend a power and a physical? All right, let's do. No, don't. Oh wait, use. Yeah, use Hell Carrier for Hemdell. Physical with Queen Carrier power. We get that off Cosmo. Oh, but he's exhausted anyways. So yeah, don't do that. We'll leave Hell Carrier up. Okay. Let's try to win here. I'm going to Mansion Mora. All right, we'll go 3 resources. Gamora.
I want to run in there right now and do
She's
some
gonna trigger
serious damage,
Weapons
Peter.
Master, deal 4 damage. Down to 13. She's gonna swing down to 11. Nebula's at full health. She's gonna trigger nowhere. I draw a card. Okay, I flip. I am gonna go one way or another. One way or another. It's gonna get me landing craft. I don't really care. It's gonna draw me 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wish that was a little bit better. Nebula. Okay. So that's fine. We're gonna go lethal intent, a lethal intent. We'll pay. Wait, we'll pay. Yeah, double plus. Well, let's do this first. Let's use Hell Carriers. Resource. Sonic Rifle. 2 counters. Okay, so yeah, Lethal Intent. Be the first one. Doing Weapons Master, Evasive Maneuvering, which is going to put a Confuse and do 4 damage. Then we do another Lethal Intent. We'll double it and put a stun.
Wow.
And another 4 damage. So 6, 5, 4, 3. And then Sonic Rifle for the 3 damage. And we do it with full health, and we do it. Okay, guys. So that's gonna wrap things up. You know what? Is there victory conditions here? Let me just, because I don't remember. We secured the landing pad, and attack on nowhere 1B was not completed. All right, so we got the full victory. Yeah, that was fun. But you know what, Nebula, I might take the meditations out because in theory, I thought the meditations was a good idea. I mean, they weren't bad per se, but I think I need more ways to or maybe I want to keep the meditations. I don't know. I just felt like I had a very couple clunky turns with thanks guys. I felt like I had a couple clunky turns with both heroes. But I felt like Valkyrie was the most smoothest for me. Although, I mean, I haven't played Nebula in a long time, so I wasn't sure if I was playing her optimally. But I definitely think the Think Fasts are in there to stay, unless against Thanos, because it's really nice getting that confused down. I'm also like, I'm thinking like, I'm just pondering in my head if we could build the Nebula deck a little bit better. Injustice. I don't know what we would tweak, like I'm trying to really look at, I mean, she want to be flipping every single turn basically, so I think allies are pretty good, but the allies Injustice, yeah, I mean, I think it worked. I just, you know what felt bad was I had one turn where she had no techniques out, and that felt really bad. Like I felt very naked without my techniques, and I think why did we had no techniques? But I think we always split with Nebula the whole game. I think maybe there was one round where we stayed in hero, and maybe that's the round I'm talking about that I felt really weird because I didn't have any techniques on her. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about my Justice deck that I don't like. Like I feel like I'm missing something with her in Justice. I can't put my finger on it. So I'll have to think about it going into the next game. So the next game we are facing, I think it's the Tower, if I remember, the Tower. So that should be interesting. And we got Shadows right at the end there, but so Dive Bomb Valkyrie. I haven't played the Dive Bomb Valkyrie in a long time. And actually, I usually don't play the Dive Bomb Valkyrie version, but I think this is what I found, that the Dive Bomb is good but it's a lot better in higher player counts and with a lot more minions. And the only thing that I'm thinking too is because Valkyrie wants to just kill the minion right away. Like she just wants to delete things as soon as they come out. So I feel like the dive bomb strategy is a little weird. Because usually like I think Thor, you party Thor, you get all these minions out and you're having a good time chugging a couple brewskis down. And you dive bomb to your heart's content and you feel good about it because you got a ton of minions. So maybe I might decide to get her out of the dive bomb Valk and put her into the follow through Valk. And I might readjust. I don't know. I mean, the hone technique is fantastic actually with Into the Fray. We saw that was really good. But if we get 3 follow throughs out, our Into the Frays are still doing. It's just that it takes a lot longer to set up when you have to play 3 follow throughs instead of playing 1 hone technique. But the nice thing about the 3 follow throughs are have at these will do more damage. Because you are right. I think someone said it. I don't know if it was Gaming or T-Mart. Somebody said there's not that many minions in this campaign box set, which I agree. It's not like, you know, Venom Goblin or, you know, it's actually kind of luck. There's not a lot. So yeah, I might make some adjustments on both heroes. But it's Nebula that I'm having the hardest time trying to figure out what I should change in her, change with her. Because what I want to do with her is make her like a 1-turn kill type of deck. Like, so I want to have cards that we can kind of put out, and that's why I wanted to put plasma grenades. But I think maybe just 1 plasma grenade. I'm trying to think of other really high damage things in Justice. Like there's yeah, I'll have to think about it. I'm drawing a blank right now in my head, but that was fun, and I think overall I think we did a good job like dancing around his spells and everything. We didn't really take that much damage. I mean, there was, I think in the early game he sort of had a little bit of tempo on us, but then after that we got set up pretty quick. That's what I kind of noticed in this game. Both heroes got helicarriers out really quick. Nebula seemed to have a pretty easy time getting set up. But the thing about meditations is like they feel super awesome when you're getting them in the early game, but then when you want to do the kill, the OTK kill, you don't want to draw meditations, right? That's like the worst card to draw. You want your combo stuff, you want your damage stuff. That's what sort of happened to me with Nebula. I drew 2 meditations and I was like, ugh. But they're super helpful for the early game though, building. And we can meditate a Gamora, which is really nice. So I kind of feel like the meditations do work with Nebula. I wouldn't go more than 2 though. I think, yeah, going more than 2 would be killer. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Iron Man, take it away.
It's me, Iron Man. Now, how much Discreet paid me doesn't matter. What matters is to like and subscribe to Discreet Gaming, or else I will repulse or bless you. Seriously, this is what you wrote me.